like that concept of being like, you heard me, but I literally didn't hear you.
But you heard me. Yeah. I think you did. Sometimes people don't think that they heard me.
I didn't hear you. I don't know what you said.
Welcome to Way Too Broad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups. I'm Hannah, and these are my co-hosts, Erin and Ben. Hi, Erin.
Hi, Hannah. Hi, Ben.
Hello.
Hello.
For some reason, while you were giving the intro, I thought it would be funny if you were like, welcome to Way Too Broad. These are my co-hosts. And then I was like, none of your business. I don't know. It just felt good.
But you didn't do it.
I didn't do it. You know, I let the moment pass me by. That's none of your business.
So, like, I would have said, these are my co-hosts, and then you would have jumped in and said, none of your business.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
That would have been really funny, and I'm really disappointed that you didn't do it.
All right, maybe next time. Do you feel like it'll land the same if you know it's coming?
Yes.
No.
Okay, interesting.
All right. I'll try to remember for next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what are we drinking?
None of your business!
Nice.
It's a silly Friday edition of Way Too Broad. I think these two were saying they're going to take a nap. Is that what's happening?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Okay,
night.
so
Yes.
it's a sleepy Friday edition of Way Too Broad.
This is the nap episode. How should this work? Should Ben and I take a nap and you kind of narrate generally what's happening? Or
I'm not sleepy, so I could do that, I guess.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay.
Maybe we'll play it by ear.
Nap at your desks, though? At your microphones?
I should probably get a comfier chair. I'm just sitting on this, like...
Yeah, I don't think I could nap in this chair.
Look at this is the chair I'm sitting on.
Just a wooden chair.
Wooden IKEA chair.
Oh, Ben's laughing in his sleep.
Ben's having a very funny nap dream.
All right, let's see. Let's do what are we drinking, and we'll see if we can wake Ben up. But when it's his turn, okay. I'm first, and I have a little surprise for me.
Okay. What is your little surprise for you?
I brought a beer to drink that I don't. Ian and I, neither of us remember if I like it. So I brought it. It's a Paulaner München Lager, and I think München means Munich. So
What?
it is. So it's a Munich Lager, like Germany. Quality and heritage brewed with uncompromising standards that strictly adhere to the Reinheitsgebot. Using only 4 ingredients: water, hops, yeast, and malt for nearly 400 years. This is a 400-year-old recipe.
Can I ask a dumb question? Mm-hmm. Doesn't Munich mean Munich?
Ooh.
I have a text from producer Ian. I like it.
Hey, great! I like it. Hey, Mikey!
I have a text from producer Ian. It says, pro tip, München is Munich.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we in English have a non-German, German-sounding name for a city in Germany.
You know,
Munich.
I guess that makes sense because Germany in German is Deutschland.
Right, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think that Korea in Korean is like Miguk or something like that. There's just all kinds of names for things. On other planets,
really are.
they probably call Earth something different.
Probably.
The aliens.
Almost definitely.
It's none of your business.
It's none of our business.
It's none of our business. Don't you love it? I love it when I get me a surprise for me, and then I like that surprise.
What a delight.
Yeah.
Erin, what are you drinking?
I have 3 drinks of Orient R. I have the decaf coffee, I have the black cherry seltzer, and I have the very icy water.
Wow.
You heard me.
What was the first one that wasn't black cherry seltzer
Yeah.
and water?
The decaf coffee.
Nice.
Decaf.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for what Ben's drinking because I saw him drinking a non-water item.
It's true. I have 2 waters, and then I also have a beer.
Oh.
It's from Night Shift Brewing, which is a local brewery in Everett. And it's called Night Light, and it's just a light lager. It's quite nice.
And it's got an owl on it that looks like it's made from rainbow light brights.
Yeah, that's their logo. Is the owl, and it like every one of their beers has it like in different colors and stuff.
You know what's funny, Ben, is because that can is black, I totally thought you were drinking like a Monster Energy drink or something. And because it's like
for Nap Friday.
Tall boy. Yeah. Listen, sometimes the caffeine doesn't even touch.
Ben.
You know? It doesn't touch.
It does.
You know,
for me because I don't consume caffeine. Ever.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Don't you drink tea?
Don't you drink tea?
Not that often. Not like every morning. And also
drink a
tea
lot
doesn't
of
have a. I drink a lot of green tea and
green tea.
not as much herbal tea, but mostly green tea, which isn't very caffeine-y.
I thought green tea did have a lot of caffeine in it.
Matcha does,
Okay.
but I think black tea has more. Let me
For
look it
me,
up.
I find
Fact check.
caffeine, unless it's maybe this means it's like mostly just an association thing with the flavor, but caffeinated beverages outside of coffee feel like they almost never do anything for me in terms of helping me wake up or think better.
Yeah.
But
Black
coffee
tea has more
specifically.
caffeine,
Yeah, you.
but
right,
I do.
Right.
I think
guess I was
that
thinking of
association
matcha.
comes from matcha, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
it
is
does.
very.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Hannah. Like an energy drink, caffeine hits me a lot different in a not nice way, whereas coffee will kind of perk me up, wake me up.
I don't really like any
iced
caffeine.
tea does nothing for me in terms of
Yeah,
in terms of caffeine. Like,
it quenches my
doesn't even have any.
thirst, and
Yeah, it's delicious. I love
yeah.
it, but it doesn't like keep me awake or
No.
wake me up.
No, agree,
in either
agree.
direction.
Yep, yeah,
Love it.
But yeah, I don't drink coffee.
yeah.
What's
Or Monster Energy drinks,
No,
for
I
that
don't.
matter. No,
Ian, what's the iced tea that we get that we like? Pure leaf iced tea,
Yeah, it's good.
unsweetened.
Unsweetened,
You get
it's
in.
gotta
You
be
can
unsweetened.
get in a big jug that's the same shape as their smaller like jugs, and it's
got to be in that shape.
it's gotta be. It's so delicious in that shape.
Yeah,
Love that.
What's more caffeinated, that shape or like a different shape? which is more caffeine?
Whichever shape
Depends
is
on the
sharper has
volume.
more caffeine.
Whichever shape is sharper.
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful. That's like a really nice. That feels nice in the mouth to say.
Yeah,
Whichever shape is sharper.
Yeah, whichever shape. I want it to be like a almost like a rhyme or a riddle. Whichever shape is sharper is the sharper of the shapes, or something like that, where you kind of bip bop boop through it.
Yeah.
But the shipper shape is sharper in the sharper of the bleep. You know, I'm gonna work on it. Okay, what do you want me to come up with it off the top of my head?
That's your homework for next week.
Okay, great. Challenge
Write that.
accepted. Actually, I'm gonna fucking do that. Joke's on you.
You joke's on you.
Joke's on you, comma, joke's on.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. This reminds me, indirectly. Ian came in here this morning, like midday, because he lives a life of leisure, and he was like, this morning, as I was like getting my coffee and stuff, I was my mind was just wandering, and all of a sudden I found myself like thinking of like witty retorts to that mean guy in Savannah at that art dealership, that art gallery we went to. Do you remember when we were in Savannah and we went into that, like, it was like he sold antique furniture and art. It was like right down by the river. And he stole my hat and then said it was his and didn't give it back to me.
And he was like a big sweaty man and had no business putting your hat on.
He put it on his sweaty fucking head.
Yeah,
and he was really, really rude to all of us the whole time we were in there. Like, it was really weird. And Ian, I guess, sometimes still wakes up angry about it. And that was like 2 years ago.
That's so relatable, honestly.
Yeah.
Wait, well, what were the witty retorts? Did he tell you any?
No. No.
Wow, I really thought there was going to be a payoff there with a funny witty retort.
No, I don't remember anything that like the man said other than that he stole my hat. So
I don't really remember either.
But I remember it being a very unpleasant experience. But that's it. No, there's no payoff. I was just thinking about it. All right, let's see. Emails. We have some.
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm working on this riddle, but I have to put it down now. But I'm getting some good traction. Okay. I have some good.
You have a whole week because we're not gonna.
I have a whole week. I don't need to do this now, and it's not making for good podcast material. So I'm gonna put it down after I capture a few notes here, a few thoughts.
All right. First of all, we have an email from Aunt Brown from last Sunday. When the last episode came out at 11:37 a.m. So thanks for being such a timely listener, Aunt Brown.
Love it.
And the subject line is, how is it? So not only is she a timely listener, but she follows directions because we asked
appreciate that.
people to email us and tell us how is it. And she said, pretty good. Thanks for asking. Love. And then her whole name.
Thank you, Aunt Brown. Flippin' shout out. That's exactly what we wanted, and we appreciate it.
Thank you. We have 3 auto reply options. They are good with an exclamation point, or pretty good, period, or glad to hear it with an exclamation point.
Glad to hear it.
I gotta say pretty good because
it doesn't make sense.
Because how is it? Pretty good. Thanks for asking, Love Liz Brown. And then we say pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
All right, done. Sent. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
And then what's the other email? The YouTube comment?
Yeah, we got a comment on our episode published on YouTube. You're gonna love the way you look at people. I guarantee it. And Garrett Joseph said decent stuff.
Fist bump.
Fist bump
emoji.
And then I reckon you'll get a kick out of my buddy's content. Also, check them out.
No. Not what it says.
And then it's just a hashtag, which doesn't really make sense.
You inserted a word there for him.
Oh, I did.
Oh no, he didn't. I scrolled off.
Yeah.
It was because I have it on half the screen. Damn it! I thought he said you'll get a kick out of my buddy's content. Also, them out.
No.
Oh.
Blackwater
Guide Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks.
It's just a hashtag.
Thanks, Garrett.
Thanks, Garrett.
Thanks, Garrett. Also, that comment has been deleted off the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Garrett.
Well, the person who made it has 9 subscribers. Thank you, Garrett.
Thanks, Garrett.
Should I subscribe? No, I'm not going to. Okay.
Do they have a YouTube?
Yeah, you have to have like an account to...
No, sorry. I mean Blackwater Guide Service.
Oh, I don't know.
They're like a clothing company?
I don't expect spam to make sense.
I want to
unless it's the canned meat, and that doesn't really make sense either.
Yeah, Ben had... they do have a YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it about hunting? It might be about hunting.
Yeah, they're like a hunting place.
Wow.
Go check them out.
Don't.
Our good friend Garrett works there.
And the owner's name is Skylar. So, you know, it's not awful at all. No offense to any Skylars listening.
Okay. This is their latest video is the latest episode of the Blackwater podcast, which this guy appears to record in his car.
I gotta tell you, guys, I don't appreciate all these YouTubers putting out videos and calling them podcasts. And I know they do like get syndicated onto people's like audio feeds, but they're terrible to listen to as audio podcasts because they're videos. I'm crotchety about it.
Yeah, listen.
You're crotchety about them being called podcasts, you said?
Yeah, because they're videos on
You gotta have standards.
What would you have them be called?
Vidcasts.
There used to be
actually a thing.
YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube videos.
I would have them be called a
Blogcasts.
series of YouTube videos.
A series of YouTube videos, just
YouTube
like every
talk
other
show.
person.
YouTube
You don't
pod
see
show.
us.
Yeah.
You don't see us publishing our podcast to YouTube and then getting great comments like Garrett.
That's different. That's different, and you know it.
You don't see us publishing our episodes to YouTube under the Way Too Broad YouTube channel and then calling that a YouTube video.
It's not. It's different. There's no pictures.
You don't see
Yeah. It's
the Way Too Broad podcast with 2 subscribers right here on YouTube. Subscribe and like. Publishing our podcast here on YouTube on this Way Too Broad podcast YouTube channel and calling that a YouTube video.
go to youtube.com/waytoobroad.
YouTube.com/waytoobroad. You don't see that.
You just don't.
Most people don't see it. It's not like the main.
We only have 2 subscribers.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying this is not good content. It's just like, I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't see it.
It's awesome content. Keep up the great content.
You don't see me going to YouTube to listen to a podcast, such as Way Too Broad podcast on YouTube.
Okay.
Check us out on the Apple Podcasts or wherever you get podcasts, like YouTube.
All right, point taken. It's different, and you know it's different.
None of your business.
None of your business.
I'm just gonna keep testing out applications of that and see if they work out.
So far, they've all worked for me.
I'm batting 1,000 right now.
Yeah. Why is that? Why? How do you
That's
bat
a lot.
1,000? Yeah. Shouldn't it be
That's
100?
a lot of bets. Ben,
What?
Ben, we
Why
have
is
a
it batting
baseball
1,000?
question, please.
Because
Yes.
because batting averages are like written as a decimal point and then usually 3 numbers. Like it's basically a percentile of how many times you get a hit per at bat.
So it's actually
Written to 3 significant
1.000.
figures. Yeah, exactly. It's 1.000. It's 100%.
But that's not
It's 100
1,000,
or
that's
100.0% is another way to say it. It's getting a hit every time you have an at bat.
But quick question though, why 1,000?
Yeah. Why isn't it 100 or 1?
Yeah, why
Because
isn't it 1?
batting averages
one.
are typically written out to 3 significant figures.
But then there's a
But
dot
that's not
in there.
1,000 because
Yeah.
the dot, not a comma.
Because, and because they're also they're usually read like they're usually read as
Incorrectly.
like when your
Yeah.
batting average is like 0.4, everyone reads it as 400. Like that's just how people say them.
They read it
So if I have
You're batting 333. You're batting 327. Whatever.
$1, I can say I have $1,000. Is that right?
in baseball.
No, you can say
1,000 baseball
you can say you have 1,000 tenths of a penny.
Wow.
No,
Ben really broke it down right there.
I think I'd rather say I have 1,000 baseball dollars personally.
I would rather say I have 1,000 baseball dollars.
So I guess
I'm
a
glad we got
baseball
that
dollar
settled.
is a tenth of a penny.
Yeah. I'm glad we got that worked out. I feel like our readers will definitely appreciate that.
Readers.
Man, I really hate all these podcasts going on Audible. We're not on Audible.
Plus that would make sense because Audible is a audio format.
We might-
I'm going on the Kindle.
Yeah, right.
Hitting up the Kindle. I feel like our YouTube subscribers will really appreciate that terminology.
Wait, what terminology?
The baseball dollars.
Oh, yeah. Let us know in the comments.
If you're listening to this on YouTube, just comment baseball dollars.
Remember
Baseball dollars.
to like, subscribe, ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
And let us know how many baseball dollars you have in your bank account.
And your social security number.
And your bank login, if you would.
Also, if anybody else wants to write in and let us know how is it, please feel free to still do that this week.
And also tell us your mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
And the street you grew up on. Thanks.
And your first pet. Did you say that already?
No.
It's important. Market research.
Yeah.
Bless you.
You're blessed.
He can sneeze.
Next time he sneezes, can you say none of your business
Oh, yeah.
instead of bless you?
That's
Hey,
a good one.
And just for the podcast, can you make sure you sneeze again before we're done? He said maybe. He said hard maybe. So
He's being
Hard maybe. That's funny.
yeah. Okay. Do we have any upfronts? What was the homework?
Was that not upfronts?
Do we have any other upfronts?
Oh, we finished Schitt's Creek yesterday.
Oh yeah.
What an amazing show. We then also immediately watched
So
that like
good.
little documentary thing on Netflix
Oh my
about
god. Yes.
what is it called? Warmest regards, best wishes, or whatever.
I don't know if I've seen that.
It's
Oh
so
my god.
nice. What a just a treasure of a show.
So good.
Yes.
An instant
Yes.
classic.
An instant classic.
It's like really hard for me to put into words like what's good about it and what's weird about it. Like what was the reason that I wasn't sold on it at first? How did it change? Like I don't really know.
It didn't
Did
really
it change
warm
or did
up.
I change? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the
Ooh,
characters.
none of your business.
I mean, like, there's so much character growth in that show.
Yeah.
Maybe more
Yeah.
than like any other show. Like they're genuinely. I think
Yeah.
probably everyone except Johnny, for the most part, is like
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
unlikable at the
sexual
beginning of the show. Like at
Yeah.
the very beginning.
So that's a great point. Like, if it
None of your
wasn't that
business.
way,
He sneezed.
Nice.
Oh fuck, he coughed. God damn it.
that works too.
Yeah.
We don't have to go by sneeze rules, right? Like we can say whatever. We
Yeah,
want when
actually
someone coughs.
sneezes already have a thing. Coughs don't really have a thing.
Yeah, coughs don't have a thing. This could be the thing. I like that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a great point, Ben. If because there was, I think the warmness of the show a lot is from the character growth, and so if they weren't also kind of cold and hard to relate to in the beginning, would it be as rewarding when they did kind of become the wonderful people that they did become?
And still stay so funny. Like it's so
It's so, and get funnier, honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think the actors also just got like more comfortable in those characters as the show went on.
Yeah.
Oh, just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love-
and so fucking funny. Like
It's
so goddamn funny.
and there's just
Yeah.
it's so refreshing to have a prominent gay storyline and just in a world where there's zero homophobia. Like not a whiff. It's just
Not a whiff.
it's just great.
Yep.
It's so good. Amazing
good.
show.
Hell yeah.
Everyone should watch it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Agree.
Other upfronts, I've been just catching the fuck up on a bunch of podcast. Maintenance phase is still wonderful.
Great.
And they had a bunch of a couple of
add
great
that
episodes.
To my list.
Yeah.
Otherwise I forget about
It's true.
podcasts if I don't immediately add them to my Spotify thing.
And speaking of podcasts,
We're on one right now.
we're on one right now.
Is that what you were gonna say?
They're on YouTube now, and it's very annoying. And we're also on YouTube. No, the latest Reply All series that just started this week
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
is all about
What's it called again?
The Test Kitchen.
what?
It's called The Test Kitchen.
Oh, okay. It's all about Bon Appetit, but not just the stuff that happened last summer, but like 10 years worth of history before that.
Leading up to last summer. It's
I will listen to
It's
this.
a Shruti.
yeah, Shruti Pinamaneni.
Great.
Yes, so that's been really great so far. I'm very excited for next week because I think a lot of the people who I became familiar with when they quit the company for racism are going to be people that they interview in the next episode.
Hell yeah.
But it was interesting to hear about all of the... I mean, I read like the articles about it and stuff when all of the news broke back in like June of 2020. But this is like a really in-depth like reporting on it, and it's going to be several hours worth of reporting by the time it's done. So definitely check it out. It's very good and interesting. Right. I mean, it's not like that fun to listen to because it's like very upsetting stuff.
Yeah,
but it's real good. Good reporting.
Cool.
Any other podcast gripes or...
I feel like I did a bunch of y'all's homework. Oh, I watched that YouTube video from your homework last weekend. I really enjoyed it. Let me cite it exactly. Curtis Connor's latest video about AI that was enjoyable, and I watched a bunch of other Curtis Connor videos.
Curtis Connor.
Curtis Connor's.
Yeah. Oh my god, you spelled PP wrong.
I know.
You really did.
I know.
I thought I corrected you before you posted it too.
Yeah, you did. She did it on purpose.
He didn't. He did not correct me before he posted it. I post before midnight on Saturday nights. Okay. Think of like SNL timing, right? If you get back to me, like, and also I post. Like,
I was close. I responded at 12:30 a.m. And said, "Let PP into your house."
Not close enough. So
I have actually a fun upfront related to PP. I forget if I mentioned this last time, but Kylie and I have now taken to hiding him in various spots.
Oh, that's cute.
Waiting for the other person to find him. I hid him in the fridge. Yeah. Kylie hid him in our cookie jar.
Wow.
She also hid him in like the little curing machine I have for my 3D printed stuff. Yeah, there's been a lot of... I've currently hidden him now in a really good spot that I can't divulge because Kylie's behind me. But nice. I'm really excited for her to find him.
Is it dangerous and disrespectful?
Oh,
his
of course.
Spot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Always.
Okay, I'm fixing it, okay? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted for this to be the content? Me fixing our...
Also, while you're at it, fix Curtis Connis's spelling to be
Curtis Connis.
Curtis Connis. His girlfriend, Linza, is in his videos sometimes.
Linza.
That's got to be a name somewhere.
Linza.
It's in my head.
In my head. Why did I Google it like that?
Why did you Google?
Would you Google it? Name somewhere?
I Googled my friend Linza. Because in my head that would like result in finding someone. I don't know.
Any
what
hits?
The fuck am I talking about?
There is
I did actually find an Instagram for someone named Linza, maybe?
There's also a Linza in RuneScape, apparently. She's called Linza the Disgraced. Actually, yeah, it's a woman.
Oh, that's
She's
cool.
a master of smithing.
Oh.
My friend Linza.
My friend Linza.
Wow.
I don't know why I did that.
That's really nice.
All right. Should we pop in?
Yeah, what's your obsession?
I couldn't pick one. I have two that I was like noodling over, and they're both like shows. One of them is on YouTube, and one of them is on Disney Plus.
Excuse me.
So I thought I would just like say a little bit about both of them. Wow, Ben.
Did I mention I was having beer today?
Yeah. He had beer peas and I had beer burgers. Mm-hmm. What's next?
Beer belly.
None of your business. Okay.
All right. So
Can I don't really feel like either of you are really pulling your none of the business weight. I just thought it would be more of a group effort. That's my bad. That was my assumption.
See, I was thinking of it more as like your new catchphrase, so I didn't want to step on your toes.
I was thinking of it more as our kind of podcast theme. But I didn't communicate that, and that was unfair of me to like put expectations on you that I didn't communicate. Mm-hmm. You can't live up to my unspoken expectations. That's not a way to live.
That is true. But now that I know, you know better, you do better. Yeah. So
that's right.
Yeah. So good huddle. Okay, let's go back to podcast now and break.
Great.
I am going to keep all that in, just so you know.
Yeah, good. I hope so.
Okay. So I'll talk about the YouTube one first because I think it's the first one we started watching. So there is a YouTube channel on, guess where? YouTube. That
is it a podcast?
No, it's not a podcast. Thank God.
Okay. How do you even know that though?
It's because they don't say it's a podcast, so that's the only way to know now, apparently.
That's the only way to know. Yeah. There are no standards anymore.
Yeah. It's called How to Make Everything is the name of the channel. And I want to draw everyone's attention specifically to a playlist on their channel called The Reset. So this guy, we only started watching him recently, so I haven't seen like a ton of his older content. We're still about a year behind the stuff he's making now, but he's been making stuff for a few years before that. He's in like Michigan, I think. Minnesota? Michigan.
Minotaur?
Huh?
Minotaur?
Michigan, right? Michigan. He's not listening.
What did you say his latest thing is?
Huh?
You said he had a series going on or something?
Yeah.
What did you say?
It's called The Reset.
Okay.
So when his channel started...
You heard her.
You heard me.
None of your business.
So when his channel started, he was... he wanted to know, like, how his sandwich was made, I think was the first video. And he just, like, all the way back to the root of, like, where did that, like, animal come from and where did those plants come from and, like, that kind of thing. Like a how it's made, but for the stuff in his life. And then if he had to start, like, absolutely from the beginning and make his own sandwich, but, like all of the component parts that you buy at the grocery store by hand, like, how would he do that? And that's what he was making for a few years. But he was using all kinds of modern tools, because that was just, like, it wasn't in the scope of the project for him to, like, also have to make the specialized tools that make the products, right? But when he hit the reset, he changed the whole scope of the project and started going chronologically. So essentially, he started from, like, the dawn of human tools, and just started from scratch. Like, okay, if all of technology, if there was no more electricity, if all of technology was wiped out, if I had no access to modern tools at all and had to start absolutely from scratch where humanity started, like, what comes first? And just is working roughly chronologically from, like early humanoids, like, on, like, creating the first tools, like, what has he done? Actually, I would just read you what he made in roughly in order. Okay, so starting the Stone Age was his first one. Crafting humanity's first metal, Neolithic tree felling, making a Stone Age dugout boat with fire, crafting a bow and arrow, smelting a lead cup, or he calls it a poisonous cup because obviously they didn't drink out of it, but I mean, they did drink out of it, but he didn't. There was one where he built a couple of other weapons, like very, very old weapons, one being a sling and the other one being, like, a special thing that helps you throw a spear farther that's called an addle-addle, which is so fun to say.
Wow. Love that.
Yeah. So he's just been moving, up and up. So like they did one where they made bread, at the like the earliest, form of bread, basically. So they started with like just a flatbread, and then then kind of like talked about how early humans probably discovered yeast and as a rising agent, kind of accidentally, and gathered some wild yeast and used that to make like something that looks more like modern bread. So it's fun. It's not like history as much as it's like a crafting channel, but he's set these rules out for himself. And he does use a lot of like sources and people who have a lot of knowledge to help him guide him along the way. So it's really fun to watch. And we've been like watching through kind of in relatively chronological order. I don't know how things changed for him when COVID hit. I mean, a lot of what he just does around his like general home area. So hopefully he's been able to continue it. But let me see what his latest video is in this playlist. The last one they made was Iron versus Bronze, forging ancient Viking axes from scratch. But then before that, they made some kind of cola. So I don't know, like, whether that, I don't know. I'll have to see when I get there what that means for.
Oh, did they made the, what's that sauce called? The Roman fish sauce thing.
Bolognese?
Garum.
It's a fish sauce? Some kind of fish sauce?
It's garum. It's a fermented fish sauce. I'm assuming it's what he made. He said ancient Roman ketchup from fish.
Yeah, probably. So
because
so
from what I understand, in Rome they used it basically like ketchup, like all the time.
Yeah, so it's like pretty well researched and it's fun to watch, and I would recommend it if you're into that sort of thing. I just and they seem nice also. So that's the first one. We've been watching through that.
This looks dope.
Yeah, it's really cool.
How many people is it?
It's really it's mostly him and this girl who I haven't figured out yet if it's his daughter or if she just works for him. She's like pretty young, but she's very capable. And then there's another woman who shows up sometimes, who may or may not be his wife. I just don't, there's no way to know.
Do they have good chemistry?
They all three of them seem to get along very well.
Okay.
Although I haven't
Could
seen
be his wife then.
Oh, and there's cats in it too. He has like 2 cats and they just like hang out in his workshop with them. Or sometimes he takes them on walks. Like when they were going to cut down trees, they brought the cat with them, and it's very cool because you just be like, cat all the time. So that's my favorite thing.
Cute.
I always think of you when I'm watching a YouTube channel and then there's a cat. I'm always like, oh, Hannah would like this.
Yeah, that's correct.
There was the one I was spamming the music thread about the other day. That guy who does like punk, like Blink 182 style covers of everything. He has and you were like, does this count as stopping? That one where you're being really sassy at me. Some of his video, his really nice cat who he invites up on his lap while he's like talking about the music.
Oh, well, you should have said so. I would have watched some of them.
I thought about mentioning it, but then I was like, whatever. She doesn't deserve me at my best. She doesn't deserve me at my worst or whatever.
So, yeah, that is true. Do you know, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but we watch PBS NewsHour quite often, and since they went remote, Lisa Desjardins, who is the house News daughter. Yeah. Did I mention to you that she has
None of your business, Ben.
None of your business.
About your sneeze. About your sneeze just now.
Oh, thank you.
She has a cat who frequently is like either sleeping in the background or like walking around in the background when she's like doing her live to camera stuff in her home, and it's always a delight every single time. Sometimes she even like jumps up on the desk. I just really love, because recently there was especially when it comes to like live TV and stuff, and like the fact that it happens over and over again, it's clear to me that Lisa has laid down a boundary at some point that like I will do this work from my house and I will be on live TV from my home, but I will not shut my cat out of the room. That's a red line for me. And I love that type of energy.
Love it.
You know? Okay, so the second thing, real quick. because I don't want to spoil any of it anyway, is WandaVision on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
It's
How much do you need to know about the Marvel Universe? Do you need to be, like, all caught up?
no, I'm not at all caught up.
Okay.
I
don't know shit about this. I've heard people talk about it, but I don't know shit about it.
Ian did have to I asked for some background from him just because I was worried I would need the context. But any context that you really need, like, they give you in the show, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's really, really good. It's got a lot of twists and turns in it. It's interesting. They play with a lot of different, like, time periods and different genres of TV. Kat Dennings is in it, and she's very good. I love her and everything.
Love her.
She has a cat, so she's on my good list.
Catherine Hahn's in it too. Love her.
Oh, I love her.
I don't know who that. Oh yeah. She's very much in it. She's great. She's really
She's like
key.
that lady, you know?
From Parks and Rec.
Yes.
Yeah, and from a bunch of other stuff.
So
Yeah,
Hey, let me ask you guys, what's this from? Bunch of stuff. Is that ringing a bell? From, like, a movie or something? Got a bunch of stuff. It's been, like, in my head, you know, like you're quoting something, but I have no idea. And it's just not tagging for anybody, and that is really disheartening.
listeners, let us know if you recognize that quote.
Bunch of stuff.
A bunch of stuff. Or if it's none of your business. Let us know that also.
That might be the case.
Oh my god, it has the mom from that 70s show.
Yeah. Yeah, she does make an appearance.
She's great.
Yeah. So,
Rest in oh, wait, no.
and she hasn't changed a
It's
bit.
from Elf. I just Googled it, and it's from Elf. Great.
It's, oh. Okay.
I'm hunting a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Well, I guess don't email us then.
Don't email us, because I'm always imagining a kid saying it.
It's from Elf.
Thank you.
Actually, don't even bother to ever email us.
No, please email us. How is it? Email us.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused.
All right, that's it for me. That's mine.
Anything else about WandaVision?
I just don't want to say too much about it because even, like, to talk about the structure of it is to give away some of what I found fun about it. Like, here's what I'll say: when you come to first see Wanda and Vision, so do you know who Wanda and Vision are, Erin?
I know who Vision is from
I know who Vision
the
is.
Avengers.
Is Wanda his
wife,
girlfriend?
or girlfriend? She was.
Is she in the Avengers movie?
Yes, and what's her name? Wanda.
She's a superhero.
Yes, she has superpowers. Ian, what's Wanda's last name? Wanda, what's her last name?
Vision.
Maximoff.
What's her superhero name?
The Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I referenced her in the context of a man. She's not Vision's wife. She's her.
I have
she is Vision's wife.
zero
No, she's not.
memory of her in
I remember her in
Avengers.
Infinity Wars, which was a
That's
depressing
where Vision
as
appears, right?
fuck movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, yeah.
Oh, you just watched those recently, so you have.
I
better
haven't
memory.
watched that one recently. We kind of dropped off. I got bored. I got a lot of reading to do.
So yeah, she's in some of the movies. She's like a character that's in the universe or whatever. But yeah, she's like involved with Vision. I think they're married. At least in the context of this show, they are married. So in the first episode, when you first come upon them, they are like living in like a 1950s sitcom, basically. She has like magical powers, kind of like Bewitched, or it's very much that type of vibe. And then he has an ability to disguise himself as a regular 1950s man and not with like the red face and everything. And then like the first sign that and read everything. The first sign that something is, and it's very funny actually, as a sitcom.
Red dick.
Because they read everything.
As a sitcom, it's actually very funny. But there's also like other layers to stuff going on, especially as the series continues. And it's not done yet. There are 5 episodes out now, and it comes out weekly on Fridays. So we just watched the latest episode right before I came in here.
Cool.
Oh, is she one of the like twins or whatever from Avengers? The like Russian twins?
She might have a brother. Yeah.
Okay, now I am remembering her.
Okay.
It's coming back to me, into my head.
Coming back to me.
Yeah. So
That's an awkward karaoke song. I just want to just real quick say, not that any of us are doing karaoke, but like, you think like, what a jam. That's a really hard karaoke song because it's long and like sexual.
and there's like a lot of
and
key
your
changes,
parents are
right?
there. Huh? And there's a lot
Long
of
and
key
sexual,
changes.
like the Vision's red dick.
Oh, am I right? That's definitely our business.
Somebody's business. It's Wanda's business.
No! Oh.
So
Hell yeah.
yeah, who's next? Baby Erin.
It's me, baby Erin. So, all right. Well, I had a couple of possible contenders for this week, and then saw something this afternoon that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and so it has stolen the way too broad obsession spot. So we will be watching this together at this time. Let me cue it up to send to you.
I just remembered earlier this week I was in a meeting and there was like a placeholder and it was like for old-fashioned cooking, for, you know, flavorful cooking, like different, like, because I work for a cookware company, and then the one that they didn't know which adjective they wanted to use, she just put in a placeholder of 3 X's, so it said for triple X cooking.
That's amazing.
I felt really bad because I
That
laughed
reminds me, the new
out loud.
The new building I work in is called. That's awesome. The new building I work in is called the SEC, and we have like a calendar where we have to, for contact tracing purposes, we have to log like times where we're on campus and like what building we're in, and so C on a keyboard is right next to X. And I'm usually logging that on my phone, where it's so easy to accidentally type Ben in sex instead of Ben in SEC for a given time slot.
Oh my god! I also like the concept of like referring to it as being in sex. Like,
Yeah. I can't. I'm in sex.
yeah. Sorry to miss your call. I'm in sex right now. It'd be a great voicemail. It'd be great. It was a free voicemail idea from Way Too Bad. Actually, we're now providing. We'll record your voicemail for you if you win the raffle. Hello, I can't come to the phone right now. I'm in sex. Leave a message for when I'm out of sex.
What's the video? Where's the video?
Okay, yeah, I posted Way Too Broad, I think. All right, so my obsession this week is the song, but more specifically the music video of Cardi B's new song that premiered today, Up.
Oh.
This is, shout out to Molly who put this on my radar. It's really good. So load up YouTube and there's probably going to be an ad, and then like watch the ad, and then we'll all start at the real video after the ad at the same time. Okay, so my obsession is, and I just made Hannah and Ben watch it, is the Cardi B's new music video for Up. It's just, so impressions. Any impressions that you'd like to share with the group?
I thought it was like a visual wonderland. I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. It reminded me a lot of her last video, which I also loved, for WAP.
Yep.
I don't know if that was her last video. It seems like it would have been.
I think it was, yeah.
I think so.
But I don't. Is it weird that I don't know what it's about?
Yeah.
Like, what is, if it's up, then it's stuck mean?
So that means it's like, I had to look that up too. Like, for instance, WAP was stuck at number 1 for like 4 weeks. So basically, if it's up, then if you're doing well, you're gonna stay doing well. So like that sort of thing. I had to genius lyric it. I don't know if you all felt this way, but when I watched it for the first time, I wanted to like immediately watch it again. And I've like basically been like watching it over and over again if I just like have a spare couple of minutes, because it's only like 2.5 minutes long or whatever. But it's just like a visual wonderland. So I would encourage the listener to pause and watch the Cardi B music video Up. Ben's leaving.
He's gonna go watch Up.
Sorry, Hazel was hissing at Como.
I don't know.
Being a butt.
That's no good. And not Up the Disney movie, quite different content. But it's just
Although also great.
Also great. Also great.
Too.
Yeah, you can watch both of those movies. And Good Will Hunting, of course. But they're...
Which is basically the same as Up.
Yeah, it's like the same plotline of Up.
Yeah.
Inspired by Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
More of a nod to Good Will Hunting, I'd say. Anyway, the Cardi B music video is just like... It's just like there's so many great outfits and great things happening, and there's specific, and just the aesthetic is so cool. And the specific aesthetic that I'm just like obsessed with, I don't know what's going on with me, is like when they're in that pink room with the graffiti, and they have like her hair is really cool, and she's wearing the Beats headphones, and they're like, you know, kind of standing on each other and dancing. Like it's just like incredible. I just can't get enough of it. I love it.
It's good.
I really like her hair with the Barbie dolls that do backup singing. Yeah. The Barbie doll heads. Yeah. So many bright colors. Like, it's delightful.
Yep.
It's so good.
There's one point when there's like I'm getting the timestamp of like at like 103 to like 110, she's just like holding a vibrator for like the whole the whole time,
and it's showing like, the brand like that. She must have gotten paid for that too, because that's like full on product placement.
Yeah.
What the hell? How did I do this?
What? Ben's in the call
Ben's
twice.
in here twice. How did you do that?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I accidentally opened it in another tab. I didn't even do that.
That's funny.
That was weird.
So she's holding a Vush brand sex toy or vibrator, and it's like break the stigma. And then if you go to the website, it's like, yes, this is the one. Oh yeah, is this the vibrator Cardi B is holding in her new video? That's a big yes, babe. Is what this paragraph says.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, and then they have the music video. So yeah, I'm sure they're getting all sorts of hits with this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I wonder how they got involved with Cardi B. Yeah, whether she must be getting a cut. She was
already a fan.
Yeah, right. So anyway, I just love it. I just think it's great. And the song slaps. I think the song just absolutely slaps as well.
She's just really doing it. I also love that it starts with like, she murdered 2020. That's what it seems like. Yeah. She's like stepping on a dead body in front of a grave that says 2020 on it. She's so relatable. 2020.
She's stepping on the crotch of, it's like a man in stone, and she's stepping on his crotch with her stiletto heel, more specifically. Which is just really, it's just like every aesthetic detail of the music video is just like really, really on point, and I'm just really, really here for it.
I'm sorry, just to be a little bit more specific about it, I think those are red bottoms. So those are like Louboutins, I think. Louboutin stilettos. Just be a little more specific about it. You know what it reminds me of? You know what the feeling of watching a new Cardi B video reminds me of? Is back when Lady Gaga first showed up on the scene, and you would watch every one of her videos that came out, was like, at least in the communities I was in at the time, it was like a big event, like a super exciting thing. And they were just like this, like a feast for the eyes. Like, obviously the vibe was very different, much whiter, much more like kind of queer, I guess, in a way, but like sort of, and much more like whatever year that was, like 2006 also. But it was like the same thing where just like there were so many, it invited you to watch it dozens of times, because the amount of detail in every shot and every set and every outfit and every person in the video was like so much, so intense. It is kind of,
I don't really get deeply into Lady Gaga, but yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's just like, ooh, new Cardi B video, hell yeah, I'll drop whatever I'm doing and watch it.
There was this one that I will never forget. I have to try to I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna find it later. I'm not gonna find it on the stream. I'll never forget
on this stream
what it is.
out there
on this stream.
I'll never forget the particular visuals that you remember those shoes that were like they made it look like your foot was like a little egg pod or a little bean pod instead of a foot, and then they were super tall and they had like a tiny stiletto heel on them. They were designer shoes. I forget who makes them, but this I think it was Poker Face actually, but I could be wrong.
I'll never forget. I don't remember.
Wow, I'm being roasted. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking though, like people would pick apart Lady Gaga videos, not like in a bad way. Like they would look for hidden meanings and scour them for interesting details and talk about like the artistry of them, right? I feel like people should be treating Cardi B videos with that same level of respect, and you don't see it as much.
I'm sure, like, what I was telling Molly is I, like, can't wait to watch whatever YouTube video is going to emerge, just, like, picking apart every single detail and being like, this is a nod to this, like, did you notice this, like, very specific thing? I hope that happens.
I didn't see it for WAP, except people were mad about the Khloe, or whichever Kardashian being in it.
Oh, yeah.
Not Khloe.
Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, Kylie Jenner, who is also a relative of the Kardashians. Don't at me. I do not care about them.
Yeah, I hope that happens.
Yeah, just kind of looking at this
right
Poker
now.
Face video, I feel like it's kind of insulting for me to compare it to Cardi B, because she's just kind of like, it's not quite the same type of feast. It's the same type of feeling for me, but I think it was misplaced with her. You know what I mean? With Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I see.
I was young.
Yeah, maybe, like, people were so scandalized by just, like, the content of Wet Ass Pussy. I mean, WAP. Excuse me. I'm like that person who says, like, the long-form name of something and sounds like a total dweeb. Excuse me, if WAP.
It's actually wet-ass P-word in a Ben Shapiro voice.
You know, maybe they were so scandalized that that it wasn't the focus, but I just hope I want a stylistic breakdown of this music video, and I want it yesterday. So, that's how I feel about it. Hannah, were you saying those aren't stilettos, that they were expensive, and that those were red bottoms, and those were bloody shoes?
Yeah.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. They are stilettos. They are stilettos, but they're Louboutin stilettos.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making a...
I got it, Erin.
I got it.
Thanks, Ben.
I understood it.
Hannah got it.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I was also understood.
I wanted to make sure it was also correct. Coming correct about slows. Anyway, that's all I have. You know, me and the up video haven't known each other for that long, so I don't really have much to say.
Everybody go watch it. It's really good.
Yeah, everybody go watch it. Yeah. Check it out. And shout out to Molly. This was absolutely Molly's doing.
My favorite...
Molly was, like, on it.
I think everyone should email us and tell us what your favorite set is in the Up video.
Yeah.
Mine is... Oh, it's number 1 on trending right now. Mine is the one where she's basically wearing, like, very fancy saran wrap, sitting on a clear chair at the bottom of a spiral staircase, and underneath the clear chair is a naked man. That's my favorite one.
Like holding the chair.
Yeah.
Holding
with his
the chair.
body.
Tag yourself. I'm the graffiti room.
Yeah. I'm the one. The spiral staircase nudity. Ben, what are you?
Saran wrap.
I like that one too.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's great. Thank you I had not seen this, so thank you for bringing it into my life.
You're very welcome.
I am going to watch it probably several more times tonight.
Yeah, same, honestly.
Honestly, same.
Honestly, same. Cool.
Honestly, I want the same.
I feel like that stone person at the beginning is actually a person in stone makeup, which is funny because what else was he doing? He didn't ever get up.
Oh, you think it's a person?
Mm-hmm. I could be wrong.
I just want a stylistic breakdown of this. You know what I'm saying?
I hope you get it.
Maybe you don't think I'll get it?
I don't know, man. I just don't think that they treat. I don't think that Cardi B gets the same amount of respect in like by like the type of person who would be able to do that type of breakdown as like an artist and creator, rather than just like
because all her videos are good. Like her Be Careful music video is also really good, and just like,
and of course Wet Ass Pussy.
But there's no but there I was just looking for a breakdown of Wet Ass P Word, and there is not one.
Did Ben Shapiro really say that?
Oh, you haven't seen the Ben Shapiro reading the lyrics to Wet Ass Pussy? Oh my god, it's so
I didn't
funny.
realize that's, oh my god, he's such a fucking child.
He's a baby.
Because there's so many, like, in this Be Careful video, like, this first scene is definitely a Quentin Tarantino nod, right? Like, there's just a lot of, like, there's a lot of art in these videos, and I just want somebody to tell me about all of it.
Yeah. I hope you get that. I hope.
Me too.
I hope I'm wrong.
Like, this whole video is a little Quentin Tarantino Kill Bill Volume 2.
Okay, here, this is a remix of it, Ben. You should watch that real quick.
What a dumbass. Fucking hate that guy.
Wow, I'm excited that I got to show that to you.
Hey, Ben Shapiro, if you're listening, fuck your dumbass.
Fuck you. If you're listening on YouTube, get out of here.
Yeah.
If you're one
Don't
of our 2
subscribe, piece of
subscribers on
shit.
YouTube, unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Incoming.
Oh my god.
Here's a W Magazine, an exhaustive breakdown of Cardi B's looks in Up. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
So that's good. That's a good place to start for me.
Good.
Thanks.
I'm pleased with that. Can you send a link when you have a chance? But
I just already posted it.
Oh, great.
Yesterday.
we should pop into Ben though.
Yeah, what's going on, Ben?
I have an obsession that I sort of mentioned before, which is Julien's stream, twitch.tv/Julien. But very specifically, he recently has been playing The Last of Us for the first time. He played through the first one. He played the DLC for the first one. And he's now, he's now playing the second one. And that game is just so fun to watch, and his stream is already good, and I really like watching him, and so watching him play a very good game that is basically already like a movie is just some good entertainment. And also his chat's like very just very positive and nice. Like all his mods give content warnings and trigger warnings in the chat before like especially gruesome parts or otherwise traumatizing parts, which I really appreciate.
That's so sweet.
And there's like little to no backseating happening in the chat, which is really surprising with a game like The Last of Us, where like a lot of people have played it and have a lot of opinions about it, which is also really nice. And he has like, the other thing is he like doesn't know anything about it, which is kind of surprising to me. Like he didn't know the ending of the first one at all. He didn't really know like anything about the first one, and he did not know like the big spoiler at the beginning of the second game. That's like a major controversy on the internet for months about this game. He just like didn't pay attention to that at all, apparently, which is great because it's like fun to watch him. Like it's one of those games you wish you could like forget and play again without not knowing all like how all of it goes, and you're kind of doing that vicariously by watching him, which is great, and it's just been really fun. He also has so he's like, he doesn't stream it every day. He like does it every like a couple times a week usually, but he posts like the entire VOD on his second YouTube channel, Julien 2. So it has like they're like 3 to 6 hour long videos of him playing through the entire game. And they're good to have on. Like I had a weekend that I had to work, but I was just sitting at my workbench soldering a bunch of stuff. So it was like very mindless, repetitive work. and he happened to be streaming The Last of Us on that Saturday, which was great because I just like had him on in the background while soldering for like 6 hours, and it was just very relaxing and great, and it's perfect for that kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
There's Julien too. He puts good content out on that. I really have been enjoying watching his like edited Among Us streams on his second channel. Because I don't know, I think he probably edits them. Because he does not. Oh, he doesn't?
He has an editor for his second channel.
Oh, well, the editor does a great job because there's like a lot of like running bits that probably went throughout the entire night, and they'll catch like every single one. Like they were doing one with new like sheriff mode, and he was saying to another player that she's yeed her last haw. And then she was like, "Was that a threat?"
I was watching that stream when he did that.
And then he kept bringing it back like over and over again. Her name was Lil Lexi, and eventually he was just like, "You've lilled your last Lexi." It feels like, I don't watch him live a lot, but it feels like he's kind of coming into his own finally. Not that he ever wasn't a good streamer, but that I don't know, I feel like he's getting more and more comfortable with like just being his own content creator, and he's like gaining more of a following that like maybe doesn't know him originally from Jenna Julien, which is like really nice to see.
Yeah, I think it was definitely an adjustment, I would imagine. I actually never really watched their streams when it was both of them.
Me neither.
And I didn't watch Julien for a while when it was just him. But like, yeah, like the Twitch channel, which is now twitch.tv/Julien, started as twitch.tv/Jenna Julien. It was like their dual channel, and they changed it when she left.
The internet.
When she left the internet.
And they changed the internet when she left.
When she retired from the internet.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. There's like there's some. I thought that the reason that I was at first kind of like not vibing with him in the same way was because I was used to him and Jenna being like a double act, right? And I'm certain that was part of it. And he was still like just wonderful, but it just seemed like, oh, there's something missing. But I think also he probably felt that way for a while. Like it wasn't just an adjustment for his audience; it was also an adjustment for him, because like he was not an internet personality at all before he was dating a famous YouTuber, you know? So like he had to.
That's not totally true.
I think
he had a YouTube channel already.
I don't think that's true. He was a bartender when they started dating.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't be
already
both.
A vlogger.
You can't do both.
I don't think so.
Can't be a bartender and a YouTuber.
I had always had the impression that he wasn't really very engaged in YouTube stuff at all until they were already dating, but I could be wrong about that. But either way, the dynamic has been, if there's one of them, there's both of them on camera for quite a long time before she left the internet, and they changed the internet because she left. So like, I think he had to adjust to it as much as the audience did. And I feel like he has, and it's helped bring people along with him. He's developed like he already had a community of people that he played with, but you know, he seems more comfortable out there, I guess, is all I'm saying. So I'm happy to see it, and I'd like to watch him.
I got it. I was thinking of you two. I got into my first Jenna Marbles YouTube rabbit hole the other day.
Oh my God. What did you watch?
Yeah, I watched her 3-part series of like, come watch TikTok, my favorite TikToks with me.
I love those.
And it was just so good. And I know I didn't know her as well as you guys did, but it did make me sad that she's not creating content anymore, because it was just really pure and wholesome, and I craft a lot.
Yeah.
So
those are so funny.
Kylie, I don't know why I don't, but Kylie still gets like Jenna's videos in her suggested feed on YouTube a lot. Too. And like every time she does, she's like, "Oh, Jenna's back," but then it's not. It's just videos.
I still get them, and it's because I click on them almost every time they come up, because I'm like, oh yeah, I do want to watch a Jenna video right now, thank you. Sometimes it just makes me miss her, but
Then I watched a video, and so I watched those, and then I watched a few others, including one where they mic'd up Kermit for the whole day. Every time he was whining or being gross, being nasty,
Being nasty.
Being nasty. Yeah, that was really cute. What a freak!
Yeah.
What a special
Fucking
little
weird
freak.
dog, dude.
Yeah.
He's so
What a
weird.
sweet little freak of nature. I love it. So anyway,
And you still
thought
get
you
to
would
see the
enjoy it.
dogs. And if the dogs weren't, if Julien didn't like make videos with the dogs and have the dogs on the stream, I feel like I would miss her even more because that was like the main way
Do
to
you
saw
have
them.
any idea what she's doing or how she's doing?
I think when he talks about her, he says she's
He
doing
never, he very rarely talks about her at all. Also, I think because she wanted to leave the internet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He had, I know he made he had kind of like a talk with his chat at one point about like how he wants to normalize being able to mention her on streams and stuff, because he was for a while, like anytime that he would say like we went somewhere or post a picture that he clearly didn't take, people would be like, oh, he's talking about Jenna, or like, I know who took that picture. And like, he didn't want that to, cause like, he was like, I know she's not like a part of your lives anymore, but she's still like exactly as much a part of my life. So it's like weird to not be able to talk about her because you guys, like, I think he's trying to ease everyone, including himself and maybe her, into being more comfortable at like talking about her. But she came back like for one audio only episode of their podcast to say, which is on YouTube, to say that that she was like doing well, but that they were not going to do the podcast anymore out of respect for me and my wishes, obviously. But
because it was one of those
it was
video
one of those
podcasts.
video ones, yeah. But
Wait. Out of respect for you, Hannah, and your wishes, that's really nice.
yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
They're really nice. That's what I'm always saying.
That's the whole point.
But it seems like she's doing well. I think she just like
Yeah.
the internet was not the right place for her to be anymore.
Yeah.
It's a
And I have to imagine she has enough like passive income from
Oh, yeah. Wow,
her
yeah.
YouTube videos that it's not like they're hurting for.
yeah.
Also, Julien has a fuck ton of subs on Twitch. Like, I was watching. I was telling Kylie this the other day. I was watching. Do you guys know who Doublelift is? You ever heard of that name?
No.
He's a League of Legends player who just retired last year, and he's like one of the most famous NA League of Legends players ever. And he like consistently gets like 15 to 20,000 viewers on Twitch usually. And the other day he got to 3,000 subs, and he said it was the most subs he'd ever had. And I was like, that's weird, because Julien, who gets like 2,000 to 4,000 viewers regularly, has like over 10,000 subs consistently.
What?
I think I'm
I think
subbed
it's
right
just
now. I think
because
someone
he's, like-
gifted me a sub on there.
I actually think I am too, but for the same reason. I think he just like has built such a, well, he and Jenna built such like a close-knit community
Yeah.
that like that's not a super uncommon thing actually for like some smaller quote-unquote streams to have a lot of additional support like that, because like a lot like on during his last stream of last year, his chat basically just like decided out of nowhere they were going to get him to 15,000 subs and just like started gifting a ton of subs. And he went from like somewhere near 12,000 to like 15,000 in like one stream, just because people gifted so many subs to each other. So yeah, it's just that. Just a nice community
Just a nice community.
that gifts each other a lot of stuff.
I guess if you think about it, like if you just want to support someone who streams, even if you're not like gonna be able to watch them very much, subbing to them is not the worst way to do it. It's kind of like Patreon, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, that's nice. I wish all the best for both of them and all of their dogs, even the nasty one.
Yep. Yep. Who's still very sweet.
Super sweet. I do miss Jenna,
Super sweet. Super sweet.
but I actually, Julian's streaming right now. I might watch him after this. We'll see.
He's streaming Tony Hawk.
Really?
Yeah, he's streaming Tony Hawk 1+2. He was earlier. Just like a second ago when Ben started talking about it, Ben's gonna sneeze, and it's none of our business. It's none of his business actually either.
None of your business.
Nice. Got me. Hey, you know what? You got me.
Tony Hawk 1+2 to come out. Is that what it's called?
It's called Tony Hawk Wet Ass Pussy.
It's called Tony Hawk 1+2. It's called Tony Hawk 3.
Alright, should we do homework?
I'm so tired. I'm gonna go collapse in my bed. So what do you think?
Okay. My homework is check out How to Make Everything on YouTube. Check out WandaVision on Disney Plus.
Disney
Plus. And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Anthropology. I have another podcast you can still listen to. We haven't done it in a while, but it's still out there, called So Dreamy. We talk about dreams. And that's all my homework. Oh, and I'm on Tink Tonk at Hannah and Her Cats. Erin, what's your homework?
Tink Tonk.
That's what I call it now. Tink Tonk.
Tink Tonk.
Tink Tonk.
I'll come out of the bedroom and be like, Ian, I just sent you 4 Tink Tonks. Can you look at them?
I like that.
I appreciate your good work. With the I was laughing at the one that you posted in Food where she's making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it was so fucking funny. I watched that a lot. Let's see. I think you could tell by my simple one thumbs up that I reacted on it.
Yeah, that really did it.
Okay. Okay. My homework is none of your business. Okay. Okay. My homework is
none of your business. Okay. That's none of my business.
I wasn't gonna say that again. It's not your business. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So my homework.
Wow. Can you fucking get to it?
I gotta milk this bit. I just keep seeing Hannah right on the brinky dink, cracking up, and I can't just keep going. My homework is to go to YouTube and check out the Way Too Broad podcast channel. Subscribe to that. Yeah. And then while you're on YouTube, head over to Cardi B's channel, and I don't know what that is, and check out Up and watch that video. And then make an internet breakdown about it, and then yesterday, and then send that to me directly. And then
I was gonna say, if by any chance anyone else hasn't seen the video of, I'll put a link to it just in case. If you haven't seen the video of the remix of WAP where Ben Shapiro is singing it, watch that. Yeah.
Yep. Wet ass P word. And that's it. Do that. Do all that.
Bring a bucket and a mop.
For this wet ass P word.
Baby Ben, what's your homework?
Watch Julien's Last of Us playthroughs on YouTube, Julien 2, and then he streams it live on twitch.tv/Julien. Also, my Twitch is Disco Greg. Also, my Twitter is Nicely Proofed Ben. That's it. Bye.
Why is it like the most charming thing in the world to me that his like handle, when he plays like anything, is just Julien, Julien. I just think that's so cute.
I don't know, but I like it.
It's really sweet. All right. It is Julien is how his name's actually spelled, for the record, if you're out looking for him. Okay. If you want to call us or text us, let us know how it is. Let us know.
How is it?
Let us know what you thought, which room you are in the music video Up.
Mm-hmm. Tag yourself. Then you can call or text us at 774-326-0420. Blaze it.
Bring a bucket and a mop. And we're on Twitter at 2broadpod. We're on Instagram at Way Too Broad. You can email us, waytoobroad@gmail.com.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube at Way Too Broad.
Way Too Broad podcast.
And if you missed any of that, you can find all of our links and contact information and episode info at our website and our topic index at waytoobroad.com for anything you want. earnben.com for anything you need. maxfun.org for nice dog on a nice boat. Not a nasty dog, a nice dog.
Nice dog.
Please leave us a review or a comment, or a like or share or subscribe or ring the bell wherever you're listening to this. If you enjoyed yourself, and thanks for listening. And now the podcast candles are now.
Oh, ha! They're hot. They've been hot.
They've been hot. We're going to make them colder.
extinguished.
Podcast candles are now
Cooling down.
extinguished. Or not.